Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day. This is your video update for the weekend of February 25th and 26th. Got a couple of things I want to share with you. First of all, it's a blue weekend, so you know the drill. Blue captains, make sure you contact your team. Red captains from last weekend, make sure you contact your folks, let them know that you were glad that they were here to serve. We've been having some great attendance numbers, so thank you for keeping that up. That's all on account of you as captains, making sure that you're getting a hold of your team. Just a couple things. Patrick wraps up the sermon series Growing Strong, and Adam Countryman is going to be leading worship this weekend here at the Richmond campus. A few things for you to think through and think about and share with your teams. Team captains, please make sure that you write the number of people on the attendance sheet that's on the clipboard that's located at guest services. We really need your help with this. And we're getting there. Slowly but surely people are remembering to do that. It doesn't take long, it just takes you a couple seconds to walk up there, jot the number down. The warehouse, formerly the barn, is now a student ministry, grades 6 through 12, and they have the same schedule that they've been running. Lakeside is now 4th and 5th grade, and that is as of last weekend, so we continue that on, and we mention that again to you, so that way you know exactly where 4th and 5th graders are meeting. That's over in Lakeside. The Big Tent is now 1st through 3rd grade. Huts 1 and 2 are kindergarten only. There is a parent class on child dedication in Ann Beecroft's office this Sunday at 10:45, so all those parents are going to be walking around here trying to figure out where Ann's office is at. If you're not familiar with where her office is located, it's in the early childhood building at the very south end of the ECB. There's a laminated sheet that is at guest services and also at the kiosk at Start Here that has all of the schedule, listed times, student times, locations, directors, names in place for the aforementioned places that I mentioned a minute ago, Lakeside, Big Tent, and the Huts. So if you ever are confused about that, you can look that up there. The 2012 Easter schedule, here we go, real quick. Write this down. There will be a quiz. Just kidding. April 7th, that's a Saturday, 3 p.m., 4:30, and 6 p.m. April 8th, 9:15, 11 a.m., and 12:45. As always, we need all hands on deck. That is a blue weekend. So keep that in mind. Perfectly consider attending and worshiping at one service and then serving at 2 services. We're going to expect about 8,000 people to be here that weekend, and that's up from 7,400 last year. We'll start signing up your teams in March, so that's only a week away. Scan your barcodes when you get here. You can scan those in my office. You can scan those at guest services. And yes, we still need that number written down for total attendance because as of last week, we still had some folks that didn't scan their barcode in, and yet they were counted in the total amount, the total attendance. So it's really important for you to scan those in as well. There's a bunch of prayer requests that are on the list. We've got folks that are still dealing with cancer and different surgeries that are pending and so forth, and we certainly appreciate knowing when those prayer requests are given to you, and then you pass those on to us. And anyways, hey, a couple things I mentioned to you on Monday. I sent an email out that talked about the season of Lent, and today is Ash Wednesday, and it begins the season of Lent. And so I started thinking about that. Well, what is something that I could give up for the next 40 plus days? As you read the article, it's really 40 days, but if you add those Sundays that we don't count because those are Sabbath days, what is something that I could give up? And so I've come to my conclusion of what I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up all sweets. And I know that that is a major stretch for me because I love ice cream, I love cakes, I love anything little, strudels and danishes and coffee cakes, and I mean, you name it. I love it, and so I'm going to give that up and see how that goes for the next 40 days. So far so good. It's only 2:30 and I'm still doing okay. So anyway, what are you going to give up? Are you going to think about that? Are you going to try that? Are you going to be a part of that? That would be great if you did, if you really thought about that. And then each time you have the urge to do whatever that thing is that you've given up, just take time to think about and contemplate what Jesus did for you when he was preparing to close down his ministry, and when God was getting ready to call him home, if you will, and he was going to be the sacrifice for your sin and for my sin. But then on the 3rd day, Resurrection Sunday. So anyway, think about that as you get ready to be tempted to, eat, you know, do whatever it is that you want to give up. And I hope that you'll think about that. I hope you'll do it, and that would be really cool if you did. Why don't you drop me an email and let me know what you're doing? That would be kind of fun. That way I'm not like the Lone Ranger and all this thing. So anyways, have a great day, have a great week, and we will see you at church.